Thank you very much. Looking at, so something I like to do just for the folks at home, and I'll jump into wine number 3 here in a minute. When you have a flight of wines in front of you, smell the whites and the reds sort of separately, because there's a bunch of clues that you can sort of use in your mind to figure out what it might be, and then you build your case and conclusion. Wine number 3 is clean and clear. It is day bright. It is, excuse me, a moderate intensity of color. I've got a kind of pale rose with some light, just basic light red, holding its color, a little bit of clearing at the rim. Man, I can see, if I can read through this, that tells me it's a light-skinned grape variety, which is a good clue. I have a moderate plus level of viscosity on this wine on the nose. Wine is sound. Lots of red fruit, man. Raspberry, cranberry, cherry, all in the very red camp. You can have black versions of all those too, obviously, but really red fruit driven. There's a lot of exotic spice, like black tea, sassafras. I get a little Chinese 5-spice on this thing too. There's not much overt minerality. It really smells like it's going to be sweet and fruit driven. For sure there's oak, there's baking spice, clove, and vanilla. I get a lot of those components. Let's see what it's like on the palate. Sound, dry, medium plus in body, super red fruit driven. There's not much black fruit in this. Raspberry, cranberry, kind of unripe cassis almost, red cherry for sure. Those other notes are there. There's a little bit of a floral component that I wasn't getting on the nose. There's violets, sassafras, cola nut kind of comes out for sure. There is no overt minerality. This is a modern fruit-driven wine. Baking spice, clove, and vanilla are here for sure. There's oak. Structurally, acid's medium plus, alcohol is medium plus, tannins medium, wine's in balance between its components. It has medium plus complexity and a medium plus finish. Initial conclusion, super fruit driven. This is a New World wine from a warm climate. Grape varieties could include Pinot Noir. If it's, I'm not going to say anything else. If it's not Pinot Noir, I'm going to jump out that window over there, and our filming session's going to end. I think that it's from the 2016 to 2018 vintages. Final conclusion, I think the grape variety is Pinot Noir from the United States, from California, from the Central Coast, from the Santa Maria Valley. From the 2017 vintage, I'm calling out Cambria 2017 Julie's Vineyard Pinot Noir down to the producer. Let's see how we did.
He's going with the Babe Ruth pick. I like that. Let me undress her real quick. Wine number 3 is...
It's an Estelle enclosure.
Nielsen.
Oh, Neil, I was in the same neighborhood.
No, that's 50 points right there.
Same hood.
Yep, 2017 Santa Barbara Nielsen Pinot Noir. Well played.
Awesome. This is all utterly blind, by the way. I'm telling you, I leave the room and everything.
So, is there anything? What are the hallmarks?
Yeah, that's a great.
What are the hallmarks of Pinot Noir?
Pinot Noir for me is okay. There's really only 5 light-skinned grape varieties in the world: Sangiovese, Nebbiolo, Pinot Noir, Gamay, and Tempranillo. And those can all be made. I didn't name 5, but for the purposes of time, anytime you can read through it, and anytime it has that kind of sweet fruit and savory herb. I talked about all kinds of different exotic spices. It's almost always Pinot Noir. So immediately by looking at this wine, I knew what it couldn't be. There was no way this was Cabernet. There was no way this was Syrah. So I took half the golf course out of play, so to speak, and got to really focus on which light skinned grape variety it was. Hopefully that's helpful.